This is very genuine, but it is highly illegal. Objective skills students has to work on. In the beginning, all of you are going to need to work on skills to get better. And these skills will definitely help you improve. So let's go ahead and talk about moving the vehicle forward. A lot of beginners do not know how to put the car into the forward gear, which is called drive. You have to have a really good instructor who's going to coach you, but not tell you too much. And if you have an instructor who coaches you or tells you too much, you won't really learn. So you got to find a fine balance. I think in a lot of my videos, you're going to see a lot of good teaching, coaching, and then you're going to see some independent mastery. That's what you want to see in driver's education. Do you understand about the dangers of intersections? A lot of beginners don't. You've got to look left, you have to look right. And if you don't look, you're going to end up getting struck, hit, and potentially fail. So you've got to look left and right. It's called peripheral vision. A lot of beginners don't have that. Do you know how to establish bumper reference? What does this mean? You're looking straight down the hood line of your car. You can see the bottom hood line to the right, the forward centered hood line, and then the left hood line. A lot of instructors don't use reference points, but I do because we want to master parking. We want to master all the skills we need. And when you take the time to come into my teachings, you're really going to learn a lot because we use data. A lot of stuff I can't show you because it's proprietary and I put it together for my company, but I can share some of the things. All I ask you to do is leave some comments, put your questions in. You're really going to learn a lot. Do you understand about the path of travel, the car moving forward? Do you understand that if you go off the road to the right, what could happen? Your car's going to go off the road to the right. You could go into the ditch. You could lose control. Good speed control is critical for success. A lot of beginners go too slow or too fast. A lot of these questions are multiple choice. They put you into a driving situation. And if you don't understand how to read questions through, you potentially can miss 12 or 14 questions and fail. You almost would pass, but you would fail by one or two. That is very frustrating. Next, do you understand about the stop position? You've got to stop behind the stop line. And if you don't understand how to stop behind the stop line, you're going to block your view of the intersection and the crosswalk, potentially getting 2 minuses. One for passing the line. Thank you. I like your hair too. One for passing the stop line and one for the stop bar. But it's really important that you stay focused on the goal, and that's learning how to drive. You're here because you want to learn how to drive. You're here because you want to get better. You're here because I'm going to give you good classroom instruction. I'm going to explain this to you. I'm going to educate you in such a way you know the objective. Next, do you understand about traffic lights? A stale green light. Do you understand about speed control? If a car runs a light, what do? Do you slow down? Do you steer to the left to avoid a broad impact collision? Do you honk the horn? A lot of beginning drivers do nothing. And that's the worst thing you can do. And I need you to put more questions in so I know if you're really committed to learning. This is really important. Hey, E, how you doing? You hear me, see me a lot. We're doing a teaching session. We're talking about the driving skills report card, and we're going to be going over questions in a few minutes. Yes, remember the rules. The right of way. We had a session yesterday. More than 35% of beginning drivers don't understand rules of the right of way. Also, I'm putting together some knowledge tests that you can purchase on my Stand Store. We partnered with Stand Store, and then I'm putting together a list of potential test questions, New York, Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Texas, Florida, whatever the most popular states are of people who listen to me, like E from New York. I'm going to put together a test session for her. We have a young lady um, from Florida. I'm going to put a test session together for her. So we want to help the whole community learn how to drive. I still have a few people taking the test. We want to help the whole community learn how to drive. And um, do you know how to make a left turn? If you go too far up into the intersection, you're going to overturn. And if you overturn and turn wide, you're going to hit the right curve. If you turn short, you're going to go into the wrong lane. Thank you for the thumbs up. That really means a lot. And the goal is to get double digit thumbs up. And I think by going live more and sharing good information, we're going to help people. My wife needs this channel. Well, we're going to help her. And then it's up to you and me to teach her. So have her watching, have her learn, right? You want to use your right foot only, and you want to help people learn how to drive. Thank you, E. Appreciate all the love. And we all have to support each other. Your mom needs to support you. Your dad needs to support you. Your sister, your brother, your uncle. It's a community. I can't do it all. You can't do it all. We have to work together. And then we got a really strong community. So I'm going to take care of my community members. Okay. And if you're parking downhill, you turn the wheels to the right. If you're parking uphill, you turn the wheels all the way to the left. If the car slips out of gear, it will actually roll backwards. Thank you for the positivity. Do you know how to back up in a straight line? Maneuverability is extremely important. And then I make custom teaching portfolios for my students to help them. Um, yes, I know how to drive a manual shift. I've driven a Volkswagen. I've driven several high performance cars with a uh, Ford 4 speed and Muncie Rock Crusher. These are high performance racing transmissions. So yes, I do know how to drive a manual. And also, you got to use the emergency brake. Amen. Next, do you understand about the minimum time and space? A lot of beginners, thank you for the hearts, thank you for the love. A lot of beginners don't understand um, minimum time, minimum space. And then you'll pull out in front of a car. Imagine driving a manual and then you stall the car out. That's frightening. Or imagine your light turns green, you let the clutch up too fast, the car stalls out. So you don't have clutch control. So I know how to drive a manual, and teaching someone can be a little bit of a challenge, but if you're patient enough, you will. Okay? You will burn the brake out or burn the clutch out. That's if you keep using the clutch, it's going to overheat and slip. Okay? And I've had manual transmissions where the clutch has slipped. Do you understand your path of travel around curves or hills? Okay? And when you understand your path of travel, you'll know, okay, I'm going around a curve, slow down into the curve, and accelerate through the curve. Okay, if you have questions, go ahead and put those in. E is our moderator. She's going to ask questions, keep good energy, and I just need to enhance those settings. So I want to learn how to drive the stick. So I give my CEO 100% opportunities for people driving delivery trucks. I mean, you can make 80, 100, and short trips. Okay, short trips. So you want to make yourself valuable. I have a regular driver's license, an instructor's driver license, an enhanced license, a chauffeur's license. So I just need my class one chauffeur to drive a smart car, right? So it's really important that we get prepared and do our best. I can't do it. I grind gears. Well, you've got to get that clutch right. You're either shifting, your timing with your clutch and gear shift are a little bit off. Okay. You're either shifting too fast and then you are grinding gears, you're going to blow up your transmission. And then, of course, there are racing transmissions that are clutchless. Okay. But that's another application. Okay. Um, do you know how to establish reference points in the lane? A lot of beginners drift to the right, drift to the left. So that's really an issue. And you got to tell me more about your wife. And what you really need to do is go to my stand store when this is over and set up a coaching call or purchase some of the digital products. Okay. Approach a turn. Do you know how to approach a turn in an intersection? Are you going too fast? Are you going? Do you concentrate on the path of travel? Meaning, on the path of travel, going straight. Can you keep the car straight? Going on a curve. Can you keep the car in the curve? Do you understand about suburban streets, urban streets? Do you know the difference between suburban and urban? Okay. You have to look at your mirrors. 100% have to look over your shoulder to check your blind spot. If you're making a lane change to the left, you look over your left shoulder. Make a lane change to the right, you look over your right shoulder. You need to signal 100 feet or half a block. You need to listen to what E's saying in here, really giving great information, letting you know what's going on, and really preparing you for the next level ahead. Because this is about preparation and getting people ready to go. Do you know how to complete a 3-point turnaround? Using your head instead of your camera 100%. And some places, they won't let you use your camera. Okay, scholars, we're going to go ahead and go over this information. So we're using data. And all of you will learn, you will see. Here's what I see being a casual observer. A lot of you are just clicking on questions. And it's not a race. I'm thinking the average score is going to be around 68 to maybe 74%. A lot of you are just clicking questions. The class average is 63. I was right. The toughest question was 12. When a vehicle toll was answered incorrectly, the longest question to match the following. So a lot of you had to think, and we're going to go ahead and review this. We're going to go through all questions. The accuracy was 63%. That's not good enough. That's a D. So we're going to look over all the questions. I can see the averages 89. Jillian, thank you. The bottom, Alex, that was 19. So either Alex got in late or doesn't care or is just clicking buttons. This is a representation of you. And if you don't put in the work, you're going to struggle. And if you're going to put in the work, you're going to struggle when you get out on the road. So we're going to deep dive into this. And I would write this down if I were you. This is where education should be. So we're going to look at the question here. Number 12, when a vehicle follows you too closely, tailgating, you should B, gradually reduce your speed and encourage the vehicle to pass. 13 of you. And the next biggest speed and rely on passing the vehicle. If you maintain your speed, they're still going to tailgate you. So this tells me you don't understand. I'm going to speak from a intelligent, educational view because I'm an instructor. This tells me you don't understand the question or you don't understand yourself driving in the car. So that's really important. When you change lanes, you check your mirror, your spot, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. You have your mirrors, your inside and outside, but if you don't look over your shoulder, there's no such thing as blind spot mirrors. Let's go on to the next. This is an illustration. You can say, well, it's too small. I can't see it. Driving vehicle A in this diagram, you should, and we have reduced speed and yield. If you don't understand what a vehicle is doing, you slow down, you yield. So 5 of you got this right, 13 of you got it wrong. Driving can be stressful, and I think it's called gradual exposure. There are teens who are scared and nervous. There are adults who are scared and nervous. They're scary instructors. I've seen them, right? So you have to find a person who's comfortable. I use humor. I tell dad jokes, and I think it's really important. You can do better. A technique for Uh, Taking each hazard one at a time in order to minimize the risk, it is called separate. You want to separate. A car is coming. A truck is backing out. A kid is coming. I would stop. I would wait. I would know what the kid's doing first. I would let the car go by, and then I would pause for the truck. Okay? Next. And this will take time. So a lot of you said minimize. A lot of you said all of these. So this tells me you're really guessing. And on some of the state tests, they have all of these. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. I don't think they go over test taking strategies at the high school, college level. Obviously, they don't, because I'm looking at some of the data. I'm only speaking truth, no cap, no hate. What does compromise refer to in the context of visual attention? I did these questions deliberately. So this tells me you actually have to think, leave more space, compromise, drive with good speed, drive with good space, drive with a smile. So I put that there. So that tells me you don't understand what compromise means. Handling hazardous conditions one at a time. Adapting to hazards by changing your speed and space to reduce speed. There's only one correct answer. And I was looking at the data. Some of you have partially correct answers. On an AP test or state test, you might get credit. But this is a driver's education prep class. You're going to get it wrong. It's either wrong or right. In an hour training, you have to dignify students' answers. If Gavin gives a wrong answer, I have to be strong enough to tell him it's wrong. If Gavin gives a right answer, I'll high five him and we'll keep it moving. So there are no partially correct answers. Next, what is the main idea of interval concepts in the context of driving? The distance is maintained from, it's called following distance, interval distance. So this tells me you guys don't understand this question. You don't understand interval. And in driver's education, we use speed control, lane spot, peripheral vision, focal vision. Aiming high for 12 to 15 seconds. 7 of you picked that. So that's just aiming high, looking ahead. So I'm learning more from the wrong answers you picked. And I can also see what students, what 6 students got them right. Okay, I can see what kids got them right. Brennan got that right. Danielle got it wrong. Dominic got it right. Ava got it right. And so on. So I'm speaking truth. Yeah, it's a little laggy. I'm sorry about that. Excuse me. But this gives me insight into you. And good teachers use data. But too many of you missed this question. But I digress. Let's go on to the next. Approaching a railroad crossing, you should reduce speed and proceed cautiously. Trains always have the right of way. We talked about trains the other day. So 6 of you got this right. This tells me you don't understand railroad crossings. I'm going through each one. Maintain your speed, check both ways, then cross. You always want to reduce speed. The gates might not work. The lights might accelerate, cross you through more quickly. You'll lose control. Reduce speed and be ready to stop. So this tells me you don't understand the question or you're getting hyped because we're doing an interactive assessment. What does it mean to separate in the context of visual attention? I did the same question again, and this tells me one more got it right, but 11 you still got it wrong. Railroads are dangerous because they always have the right of way. They appear to be further away than they are, but there's an optical illusion. You can't beat the train. Yeah, definitely. Who's paying attention? By the score, a lot of you aren't paying attention. Let's go to the matching. See, I'm switching it up. Good teachers have true, false, multiple choice, short essay. So now we have matching, a danger zone, the space in which it is impossible for a driver to stop. The 2-second rule, the method of calculating minimum following distance. Minimize, to reduce danger by increasing both time and space. Interval, the distance to maintain other vehicles in front and rear by calculating time travel in seconds. and separate, handling hazardous separations one at a time. A little kid is walking in front of you. Grandma is backing out. A Amazon delivery truck is coming down the street. Four kids are riding on their bike in the middle of the road. You have to make a decision. Which hazard are you closest to first? Maybe you should just stop, pull over to the side, but I'm in a hurry. Well, I guess you're in a hurry to hit someone. I guess you're in a hurry to have an accident. So, partly correct, 14 of you. One correct, one incorrect. Why is it? What is the recommendation action for dealing with multiple hazards according to the text? It's 50% here. Handle hazardous situations one at a time. I just talked about that. Some of you said reduce danger by separating. No. Mental judgment. No. Aiming high. No. And I think it's just test prep. Another technique, minimize, separate, compromise. 9 of you got it right, 9 of you got it wrong. The technique of reducing risk from a hazard by reducing speed to increase time. Hey, Grace, how are you? I got E and Grace. You guys are awesome. You ladies are awesome. That's awesome, man. Let's keep, excuse me, let's keep going. What is the purpose of the 2-second rule? It's a method of calculating. Okay, 12 of you got that right. So as we're going on, continuing to improve. Gavin, you good? Okay, look like you're falling off a little bit. You all right? I just want to make sure you're good. Okay, you know the state's watching, right? You know the driving school's watching. I don't want you to, get removed from the class because sometimes they are on and they just going to delete your tip. I want to see you make it. All right, I'm going to keep going. And this may seem boring to you, but I don't care because you need to become a better driver. You need to learn. Real talk. What is peripheral vision? Seeing hazards at the sides of the roadway. Your peripheral vision. You're driving down the roadway, your sides. There's a girl to the left. There's a boy to the right. There's a truck coming. There's a car coming. Peripheral vision. 12, excuse me, 12 of you got this right. Some of you said driving in reduced visibility conditions. No. For targeting the lane ahead of you. No. When concentrating on seeing details. No. Seeing hazards from the side. Peripheral. To check the side of the roadway while driving. Short glances. A lot of you will stare to the right or stare to the left. And some of you still do that on drive 2, drive 3, drive 4, drive 5. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the fire. Love it. Love it. Keep it going. I appreciate you. If I could throw you guys gifts and hearts, I would too. And I will. I got some gift cards. Don't worry. We're going to get those out to you. You got to look. Short glances. Next, stopping at a red light signal and the light changes green. You should check left, center, and right. Then proceed when it's clear. A lot of you just hit the gas. And I don't want you to get hit. Next, match the following. 9 of you got this right. 1 incorrect. 8 partial. That's like you writing a 7-sentence essay, but you write 3 or 4 words, and I give you half credit, and you get a D+, and then you want to get mad because I'm an educator. Scan, aiming 20 to 30 seconds ahead. Keep your eyes moving. Identify, selecting critical signs, signals, and problems. Downtown Rhode Island, upstate New York, California, Detroit, Michigan, Houston, Texas. These are heavily populated suburban and urban areas with thousands of people. And you really need to cover your brake, be aware. Decide the mental judgment of the correct action to follow. Some of you don't decide because you panic. If a kid runs out, I'm hitting the brake. I'm turning the wheel to the left. So if the kid comes out, we might knock the kid over. And that's happened to us several times. It's very scary. Adapting to hazards. We're driving in a really tight downtown area. People are walking between cars. We were driving in that downtown area yesterday. If you go short, you're going to hit a car. You go wide, you're going to hit a car in the opposite lane. But I took you there deliberately. What does the acronym SIPDE stand for? Scan, identify, predict, decide, execute. 14 of you got it right. Very good job. When you drive on the street where there are vehicles parked along the sidewalk, you should check for car doors that suddenly open up. One of you said animals in your path. Not necessarily. Some of you said cyclists. The biggest hazard is car doors. You want to reduce speed at an intersection. Most dangerous place at an intersection where your field of vision is obstructed. This means you can't see. As shown to the right, you should advance slowly and carefully until you see far enough across safely. If you can't see, don't go into the intersection. What is a danger zone in the context? 3 of you said the distance from the vehicle in front of the rear, the space in which it is impossible for the driver to stop. The 3 visual functions are focal, that's straight ahead. Inner fringe, that's a little bit outside. I know I'm looking funny, don't care. And then peripheral. Focal vision, looking straight ahead, like I'm looking at Gavin, right? And so it's the state, they're looking at him and looking at all of you. Fringe is the outside edge, and peripheral is to the side. When driving, even when traffic seems normal, you should search for the environment around you. You're in a school zone. You're on a college campus. You're going shopping. People are shoplifting. I'm sorry. They're shopping. You're going to a parade. You're going to a concert. Okay. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Eminem. Okay. Just to name a few. Going to Atlanta, Georgia. Chicago. Maintain a minimum follow distance of 2 seconds. I need all of you to type in 3 things you learned. You're getting the next quizzy right now. Type in 3 things you learned. So I've been looking at this data, and a lot of these students are missing very simple questions. The biggest thing is vision. This is focal. This is outer inner fringe, and this is peripheral. So a lot of you who are watching, you got to use your eyes. I'm a very technical person. I've been blessed to have been trained by some really good OG instructors, right? They sat me down and said, this is what you must teach. But also, that's about 10 years ago. Things change. I'm looking at on-scene TV. I'm looking at Wham Bam Tesla Cam, right? Thank you, E. I'm looking at Wham Bam Tesla Cam. I'm trying to look at anything and everything to elevate teaching and to help you. Okay? What's up, Jackson? Got all my great Jackson, E, Grace, all of you. Again, Jackson, I do follow you on Instagram. I see your posts. All of you, Jackson, E, Grace, all of you, follow me on Instagram. Driving, DRIVING, lowercase. I'm sorry, lower hyphen WITH. Lower hyphen Myles, MYLES. So we all can, talk on Instagram. It won't be as like public as this. And then I want to get some gift cards out to you. I just want to show you, I appreciate you because I do get some gift cards from social media. I can't tell you what I'm doing, but I have gift cards, McDonald's, Tim Hortons, Starbucks. I have gift cards and they kind of sit around like for a couple of years. Right? I barely used them, but you want to help. I was looking for a gift card in here. I don't have it, but I have gift cards. And, when you give, you receive, because all of you are very supportive and you really care. And you give the care, like one of my clients today gave me a $25 gift card. So we just got to keep it moving. And really support. I appreciate all of you because really from the beginning, Jackson, she was like liking all my stuff. Like the last year or so. Like she had the most comments, and then Grace and E, you two are kind of in the middle there. So I got to show love, show support, and anything I can do to help you, I want to do. And there's another young lady in Mississippi. She has thrombosis. One of her eyes are cross-eyed, and we talked. She got a job now, so you just help so many different people. All of you come for different reasons, to be a part of the community, to, have me go through the process, to support each other. And this is where also I'm going to have a accountability partner. I'm registered with Daryl Eves' Facebook group, and I'm gonna have accountability partner. So my goal is to get 1 million views. I'm at 761,000, and I got to keep making good content, keep bringing you value, and some of us join for different reasons. And I really appreciate all of you. I really, really do. And we're going to help the community. Anything I can do, like I said, reach out to me on Instagram, Driving with the Myles. You'll see my face. And then we'll talk then. So I'm still going to keep going. Okay, we're going to go to the next session. That's a lot of good information. Yeah, I'm working hard. We've got to be ready. So let me activate the next one. So I'm going to look at some of the things you put in. How to remain calm. I think the biggest thing, your mom and dad, they're going to be on you. Oh my God, you're going too fast. Slow down. You're like, Dad, can you please talk to mom? She's making me very stressed. Or your little sister, brother, they're going to kill me now. Dad or mom, get the little insect, right? So your parents want to stay calm, but they're really nervous. How to remain calm? Misread signs that can lead to accidents, definitely. We all misread signs like do not enter. Uh-oh, you're about to crash. Or 3 types of vision. The focus, inner fringe, peripheral. I've learned about interval, what interval means. Space management. If cars are pulling out, you want to yield. Thank you, Max. Appreciate you. I've learned about SIPDE. It looks like people are just having issues. Sometimes the internet or lives are tough. And I've learned about the SIPED. Speed control. Closed space is limited. Line of sight, slow down. Thank you. Like that. Learned about what to do when someone tailgates. You want to maintain speed. Eventually, hopefully they'll pass. The danger zone is impossible to stop. The different fields of vision. Can you give me 1 second? Put in a couple questions for me. Put in a couple questions for me. I'm getting you the next learning module. Put in some questions for me. Be careful what you ask for. I will tell you the truth. Looks like someone is just having some problems. They keep coming in and out, in and out. We'll try to do our best. I'm just looking at some other visual questions too. We're going to hit them with the signs. Put in questions, please. You get a chance to see me teaching and going through the process, the night drive. And some of the stuff I can share, some of it I can't. So I don't want to get in trouble. I just want to share some good information and help you identify what's going on. Oh, I appreciate you too. And we know when you show love, you get love. When you care about someone, they know. And I'm blessed in this journey. And like I said, I'm going to be doing this training with Daryl Eves. He handles multiple YouTube channels. And my goal is to have account, and all of you keep me accountable too, right? And you can join when you can. You keep me accountable. Crash statistics, young drivers. This is short. No. But we all keep each other accountable. And you helped me. Like this morning, I was running really late and I was really tired. I woke up late. I was very stressed. But we're all human. I'm looking for a really good assessment, and I'm going to talk to you guys. Mm-mm. Either the questions are too easy. This questions. The questions are 40. Oh, I found something good. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I found something good. This is going to help you. A lot of these tests I'm making, the program is starting to put it out. Okay, I'm going to give you a code. I'm going to give all of you a code. And I'm going to give all of you a code. It might kick you off, but maybe we can do a session where I can give you a code. You can actually take quiz together sometime. So what we'll do, we'll have to get all of us together. All right, I'm going to start this next one. Let me share. Okay. So just showing appreciation. Manifest, yes, manifest for what you know. What's the group on Facebook? I I gotta I it's oh gosh. Hold on one second. They're doing an assessment. Um, what I want you to do, Grace, all of you can reach out to me on, on Instagram, and then I can send you the link. It's like a private Facebook group, but if you want to grow your channel, right? If you want to learn how to make content, um, because I'm over 25K, but that doesn't mean anything. And I'm not even monetized. It's about spreading awareness. I want to be monetized. I do, but I also do a lot of long videos. Okay, let me start this. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start it. Let's go ahead and start this thing. So I do a lot of long videos. I use Opus Clips to, it automatically clips this video into shorts, reels, vertical TikToks, um, Facebook. So, um, but I'm making so much content, it's really, um, I'm using a lot of my credits, but I can tell that people appreciate it. And I went through my analytics. Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna stop sharing a second while they're working. So hold on. You ask about the Facebook group. I'm gonna tell you. So hold on. Inbox. Um, I'm looking right now. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Inbox. I have over 37,000 emails. I need to delete. I'm doing too much. Please help me. I I need help. Also, I follow Google Trends. I just saw it yesterday. Sent, received, important. I'm looking through my emails right now. A lot of people having technical issues. So yeah, I have 37,000 emails because I'm just doing too much. I got to get rid of all this stuff. But some of the stuff you need. Okay, yeah, I got it. No, yeah, I got it. Here it is. Here it is. It's called the 30-day Creator Challenge. The 30-day Creator Challenge. Okay. So for 30 days, I'll have an accountability partner. and they're gonna look at my content. I have to answer. It's like boot camp. So, for instance, hey Myles, hey Driving with Myles, the journey that we're all embarking on is equal parts of fun and a long-lasting challenge. To keep your engines lifted and accelerate you forward, I want to share the results. So Matt Off-Road to Recovery, he does a channel where he actually goes off-road and helps. Um, I'm already falling behind in my assignment. So the 30-day creator challenge, you look that up. So I just wanted to share that with you. But sometimes I don't have time to breathe, but I like staying busy. But listen, I want to thank all of you for taking the time um, to listen and to look and give me some feedback. Again, all of you who are really serious, reach out to me on Instagram, Driving with Myles, and you follow me, I'll follow you back, and then we'll reach out. Um, and I look the same in person, right? I'm about 6'4", big guy, chilled. You're buffering bad. Okay, listen, I will talk to you later. Bye.